For this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Mavs have put the ball in Luka Doncic's hands and asked him to create. Coach Jason Kidd said, "I don't know if anybody told Picasso he had to use all the paints, but I just want to remind him that he can rely on his teammates. His teammates are going to be there to help him." Good words from a great point guard, Kevin.
Indeed, that's high praise. A Hall of Famer, DA. Thanks. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
So with Wall on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for Dallas. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the 3. Leonard with the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
Wood passes to Doncic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got 5.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Doncic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Doncic with the steal. Now here's Bullock. He's covered by Leonard. The wide open look here for Wood. No good on the triple. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Mavericks pick up 3. And it's blocked. Passes to Wood. And it's Bullock in the corner. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Now Leonard, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Wood with the block.
And an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Leonard. And with the Mavs, a trip doors to the conference finals puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Over George. Again, the Mavericks score.
Guys, you want to be able to score from all 3 levels, and Hardaway Jr. is capable. That instance, mid-range is on point.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it to Leonard. Jackson in the corner. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Mavericks leading by 4. And the pass to Wood. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Covington's shot is off.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Finney-Smith. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Here's Doncic for the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Finney-Smith's got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Zubac. Wood with the block. And he recovers it. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Covington wide open. He fires. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. Right side, Leonard. Shoots over Bullock.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
And the Clippers miss again. Floats it up for Wood. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Clippers call time here.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Leonard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Leonard's got 9. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Mavericks. They're leading by 8. Jackson from long range.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
On the wing, Doncic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Leonard fires away from outside. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. And so Wood will bring it up for Dallas. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
On the wing, George. Over Hardaway. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that ball.
Now, here's Bullock. Defense is right there, and the shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now. Covington,
well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Covington's got 5 points so far. Here's Doncic. He can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
And here are the Mavericks now. Good work there as it goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Wood. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And George kicks to Covington. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic with it. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Portland.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Leonard finds Jackson, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Mavericks leading by 9. It's Wood, top of the key. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The first one falls. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Josh Green's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Leonard hits them both. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. On the wing, Green. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the Clippers miss again. And it's Wood with the ball for Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Doncic passes to Wood. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Jackson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's George, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. The catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
Doncic against Jackson. Here's Finney-Smith. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trailed by 10. Outside Covington. Here's Leonard. And no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Down low. Here's Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Zubac's the best to Jackson. Wood with the block. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Doncic against Jackson. They get it back. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 10 points in the game.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mavericks ahead, leading by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Dallas leading by 14. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Morris finds George. Back to Morris for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Woohoo! How about the level of focus from the big man? Marcus Morris doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
Now here's Green in the corner, Hardaway with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. Jackson kicks to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Passes it to George. Outside Covington. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Green. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Leonard. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
The 3 from George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to Wood. Now here's Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 13. And it's George missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Wood passes it to Green. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Wood finds Green. Hardaway with it. Shoots over Leonard. Dallas again missing. Clippers trailed by 13. Outside, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And here's Morris for 3. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Outside Hardaway. Bangs home the trifecta. Hardaway's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Mavs.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And here's Leonard from 3. Mavericks leading by 16. And here is Doncic from down in the low post. It goes.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Now Jackson. Now the pass to George. And his offensive struggles continue. For Dallas, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You can call him an underrated defender.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
And the Clippers call time here. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 31-point game against Houston.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Leonard. And it's blocked. Now, here's Bullock. Defended by Batum. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Batum kicks to Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 18 points.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
Hardaway hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Jackson passes to Morris. Now Leonard. And George kicks to Leonard. And another three for the Clippers.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Passes it to Wood. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. Pass to George. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
I'll tell you what, Dorian Finney-Smith, known for his defense, right now he's cooking a little bit offensively.
Jackson down low, guarded by Doncic. Morris, no good. Dallas leading by 20. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Unloads from 13. Wood can't hit. LA has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Fires from the wing. And it's George missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
The 3. Wood can't hit. Clippers trail by 20. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Hardaway. In the corner, George with it. To the inside, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. The pass to Jackson. Over Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Luka Doncic more than capable on the defensive end because he has size and smarts, and he sends that one back.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks making a change here. Berton is checked in. John Wall's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Doncic. He's got 12. And Doncic throws it down.
Authoritative finish by Luka Doncic above the rim.
Clippers trail by 20. Outside Leonard. Outside Batum. The 3 from George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 8 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Bullock. Shoots over Leonard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Here's Wall. Passes it to Leonard. To the middle. Batum trying to break loose. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, a multiple-time winner of Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard understands I've got my offensive game in rhythm. Let me go to work.
Now, here's Bullock. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And that one's good, George.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Pass to Bullock. Fires the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Batum finds Morris. Here's George. Batum scanning the floor. Doncic with the steal. Bertans passes to Doncic. Wood, that's a 2-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Wood, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Doncic against Wall. From 8. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And what blows me away about Doncic, the consistency across the board.
GA, for 3 straight years, he was selected to the first team All-NBA, and that's all before he turned 24 years of age. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? What he has done is incredible.
All free throws good from Doncic. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
Now Leonard. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Wall. Doncic looking it over. Over Wall. That one goes in. Doncic has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Once he's inside that painted area, you can see the level of aggression from Luka Doncic rise. This guy knows he can score it in there.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. It's been quite a night so far for him. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, it's killing them. This is what happens when another team identifies your weakness and just keeps hammering on it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, and small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. All out there with Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Powell with the steal. Here's Dinwiddie, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
The pass to Zubac. Leonard, that's for 2. It's good from the top of the key. Leonard's got 27 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Walker finds Powell. Back to Walker. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Robert Covington's checked in for Nicholas Batum. That's good from Walker.
And with UConn back in 2011, Kemba Walker introduced himself to the basketball world. That was an absolute all-time run in the month of March.
Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Ball against Walker. It's Powell on the wing. Gallus again missing. For Kemba in 2011 with the UConn Huskies, 11 consecutive wins to close the year.
I mean, winning this conference tournament, then the national title. And keep in mind, all those games were elimination games. So Kemba showing the leadership, and that really helped propel that young man into the lottery.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
And both free throws good for Covington. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Powell. Back to Walker. Pass to McGee. Now here's Bullock. He's covered by Leonard. Clock at 4. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Leonard finds Zubac. Inside. Stolen by McGee. Walker the pass to Powell. Dinwiddie against George. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Back to Wall. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What's up?
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Throw good, Paul George.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Bullock with it. Leonard's there.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
To the inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for John Wall. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Leonard dishes to George. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jackson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Walker. George against Dinwiddie. Now here's Walker. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Zubac. Jackson trying to break free. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And here's Bullock from the arc. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bullock's got 17 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Zubac. The shot that time, not on target. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Dinwiddie finds Powell. Dallas moving it around. 5 on the clock. And here's Walker outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Christian Woods checked in for Dallas. And the Clippers with a change here too. Coffey's checked in. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Covington. Dinwiddie outside. Here he goes. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Bullock passes to Powell. And Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what you're looking for on offense. Take advantage of the big man you have. Get him an easy look at the rim.
Out to the wing. Zubac finds Jackson. Shoots over Bullock. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Well, the dribble drive ability of Reggie Jackson sets up this in-between game. He goes right to the mid-range. Very comfortable there.
And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for JaVale McGee. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Robert Covington. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's such poise from the crafty guard. Reggie Jackson skilled at finishing in tough coverage.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 18. The pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Here's Hardaway. It's blocked. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Ntilikina, and he banks in the layup. Ntilikina's got his first basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Faded away to create the space. And it's 9 points for Marcus Morris.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
Stolen by Zubac. Right side Jackson unloads. Got a hand on it. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for Jackson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Powell, no good. Dallas leading by 18. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And with the rebound. The Clippers shooting in the second half so far about 45%. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here's Mann. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive player.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. Wood, no good on the free throw. Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
That free throw good from Hardaway. 1:43 left in the third. Wall passes to Man. On the wing, Batum. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
That's size and that's agility by Nick Batum. That made all the difference right there, despite that great defense.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here's Finney-Smith. He's got 12. Pass to Wood. Batum with the steal. Jumps up. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum for when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done.
Here's Doncic. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Dallas leading by 19. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Wood can't hit.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Powell against Doncic. Here's Wall. Lays it up off the glass. Wall's got his first bucket in this one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Powell for three. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Dallas, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Wood out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. The shot by Powell, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Passes it to Man. And here's Kennard. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Man. It's rebounded by Dallas. Finney-Smith's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Powell dishes to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And the Clippers making a change here. Boston's checked in. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Hardaway for three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
And the first one drops.
Well, the athletic Norman Powell continues to grow as an offensive player. Boy, this guy has got huge upside on the offensive end.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Powell nails both of them. Dallas leading by 14. Pass to Powell. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Batum. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
I'll tell you, that last 3 must have riled up Batum because he wanted to get that shot off quickly.
Powell kicks to Finney Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway against Powell. Hardaway, no good.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Powell inside. And there's the pass to Man. No good from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And it's denied. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Doncic, and he makes good on the way up. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength. The Don has got that in his game.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw, no good.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
Robert Covington's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And the second free throw, good. Dallas leading by 15. Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Wall with a block.
John Wall, such a smart, disruptive defender.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Man, powered down with both hands.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Wall. Pass to Powell. Outside, Covington. Good on the triple.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Dallas calls timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubac is checked in for Morris. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Oh, that's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Uncovered. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard finds Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. Passes to Zubac. Covington trying to break free. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Covington passes to Zubac. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. That's a 2 from Powell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Shot's good. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. What's up?
Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. That's tipped. Doncic against Wall. And there it is for him.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. They need this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. Hardaway hits them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Doncic. There's the triple. Jackson misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Out to Hardaway. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers trailed by 5. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. And here's Bullock from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists now tonight. Jackson passes to Powell. Pass to Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Jackson against Doncic. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Jackson finds Zubats. Lock at 6. Now here's Powell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wood passes to Doncic. Back to Wood. Bullock with it. Leonard's there. Great D that time from Leonard. Outside Jackson. From 12 feet out, it's tipped. Down low. And Finney Smith gets it to go. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Leonard. Yes, that goes in. Leonard's got 31.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
And here's Bullock from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the dunk by Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Doncic passes to Bullock. Wood kicks to Doncic. Back to Wood. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Wood passes to Hardaway. That one falls. Hardaway has got 13 points in the second half.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And the Clippers call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson, the shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's the pass to Wood. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Hardaway for 3. Clippers trailed by 5. Outside, George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 19 points.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Stolen by Jackson. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Covington, the open look. No good. That would have tied it. Dallas shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Shoots from 14. The shot, no good. On the wing, Hardaway. And the three off target. Outside, George to the paint. It's blocked. And an intentional foul right there. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, watching Luka Doncic, you see someone who has got extraordinary feel for the game of basketball. Knows when to score it, knows when to pass it. His vision and his big-time shot making are all incredible. Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. George passes to Zubac. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes it out to Leonard. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Wood. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Here's Jackson. For 3, Covington. No good that time.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.